Welcome to Effective Energy. I'm your host, Eric Einerson. Today in the 101 series, we're going to talk about motivation. Very misunderstood conception here. Motivation is not getting all hyped up and freaked out and going and doing it. Motivation comes down to a very simple principle. Your motive to action. Why you're going to do what you're going to do. Now you might think there's a million different reasons why you do what you're doing. You eat because you're hungry. You brush your teeth because you don't want bad breath. You comb your hair so you can look stylish. You buy expensive clothing so you can present wealth and affluence. Well, none of that's true. The truth is, Anthony Robbins nailed it when he said, there's two reasons why you do anything. You're either avoiding pain or gaining pleasure. That's it. Now, the evolution of the human species comes down to the fact that it's about 80% more powerful to avoid pain. And most people are trying to avoid poverty, trying to avoid starvation, trying to avoid mediocrity, trying to avoid anything painful. And they just want to be comfortable. Well, your comfort zone is going to be painful eventually. A comfort zone is like a rut, and a rut is a grave with no end. Motives and going after something inspirational, trying to gain pleasure in your life, it's harder to get excited about that. Oftentimes it's easy to take action when we're in a desperate position. But to get inspired and take action and to maintain that course, that is true motivation. True motive to action comes from an inspired place in the heart. Inspiration means in the spirit. And if you're in the right spirit, you're working passionately, not for the money. Money should be a byproduct. You're not doing it for the fame or the recognition, byproduct. You're doing it because of the joy of living, the joy of life, the joie de vivre of doing it. That is where you have the most powerful energy to share with others. And within motivation, we have to know that the clarity of our motives will give us more motivation. It was very difficult for me to wake up at 8 a.m. when I was a teenager. I had no motives. When I started my own company and when I started having to hit sales targets and sales goals, when I got married, getting up at 6 in the morning is the easiest thing in the world for me now. I go to bed a little bit earlier, obviously. But just having all of the motives on my vision board in my home, having a goals list that I go through every morning with my wife, this motivates me. And it gives me a reason why I need to do what I'm doing. Now I'm going to end on this. If you don't have a reason to do what you're doing, stop. If you don't know why you're doing it, stop. It's not important and it's not worth doing. You don't have to live a life of mediocrity. You can have, be, or do anything. Anything. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. So go out there and know what you want out of life. Know what'll happen if you don't go after it. I.e., if I wasn't doing this here right now, I don't know what I'd be doing. And I love what I'm doing. You need to know with certainty and conviction what you want out of life, and then you need to go out there and get it. A quote again from a friend of mine, Zig Ziglar, is very simply this. There are two types of people in the world. There are wandering generalities and meaningful specifics. Anthony Robbins, he says that there's no such thing as motivation, there's only strategies. And then he's not really a motivator, he gives you strategies. A strategy is how to hit what you want in life, and that will give you some real motive to take action. Again, my name is Eric Einerson. It has been my absolute pleasure to work with you and to show you some of these things today, some of these principles and some of these beliefs you can guide your life with. Thank you for being here with me. This is Effective Energy, and please remember, everything is energy. Have a great day.